What's up, farming family? How y'all doing today? Today, we're checking out the Vatic Pro Alchemy 16mm. It's the first raw carbon fiber paddle with the hole in the throat with an edge guard inside of the throat. But I have a code for this. It's RHopkins10. You get 10% off if you use it. I will get a kickback from that. Thought I should let you know that. But in this review, we're going to be going over the specs, how we feel about it, all the good stuff. So stay tuned. But let's get into this. The surface of this paddle is Toray T700 raw carbon fiber. It has an aerodynamic hole in it, has foam injected walls, it's thermoformed, and it's the unibody design, so it's not going to break on you. The throat guard can be removed and put back on whenever you like. The average weight is 8.5 to 8.7 ounces. The total length is 16.5 inches. The total width is 7.5 inches. The grip circumference is 4.25 inches. The grip length is 5.5 inches for that two-hand backhand. The core thickness is 16 millimeter. In my opinion, in terms of pop, it is a pretty poppy paddle for your Generation 2 raw carbon fiber paddles. It has more pop than most of the hybrids that I've played with. I would say it's probably more along the line of a V7, a Carbon 1X, the 11624 YSF paddle, because it's sort of similar to the, the elongated shape. So you're going to get sort of the same plow through when you're hitting your drives and stuff like that versus a hybrid shape where you're not going to get as much plow through. I mean, when it comes to your dinking, your drops and stuff, if you're used to a Vatic Prism, this is going to be a little bit hard to get used to. You're going to have to, dial it back a little bit and not put as much on your hits, because this is definitely poppier than the Vatic Prisms and the Generation 1 raw carbon fiber paddles, obviously. But in terms of control, you're not going to have any problems popping up everything or anything like that. It's not like the Black Ace was whenever I tried it out, where literally everything was going up in the air. You're not going to have that problem with this paddle. In terms of spin, like I always say, it's literally splitting hairs. Every one of these are going to have close numbers. If you look at people's, stat spreadsheet, it may be off by like 50 to 100 or something like that. But overall, I literally pulled the V7 out and used this paddle, and I couldn't tell the difference between the spin. There might be slight differences or variances depending on, which paddle you get from the manufacturer, because there's always going to be variances. So the next one you all could have a little more spin. It just depends. But overall, you're going to get enough spin, just like I've said with most of these other Generation 2 raw carbon fiber paddles, that you're not going to be complaining. Most of the time, you're going to be complaining when you get spray-on grit. Generation 1 raw carbon fiber, well, for the most part, rhombus is pretty much the exception for that, and graphite and fiberglass. So yeah, there's no problems with the spin on this paddle. In terms of durability, okay, this is a unibody design paddle. It is not going to snap. That is one thing about Vatic's paddles. They are very durable. They're all made to where they're not going to snap when you're swinging them, putting the ball away at the kitchen like Riley Newman's old Gamma paddle did, because God, that'd be brutal. But yeah, I haven't had a problem with any of the Vatics tearing up, so I don't see this one tearing up going forward. In terms of mobility, this is a pretty head-heavy paddle. Like, it feels literally like all the other elongated paddles. Like, if you swing a V7, Carbon 1X, Legacy Pro, Rhombus R3 Pulsar, this is going to be very similar to all of them. You're not going to be able to tell a difference when you're swinging them. There's a slight difference between this and the hybrid shapes, though. You could tell a difference between the swing weight. It's definitely more along the elongated side when it comes to swinging the ball, or swinging the paddle and using your hands at the kitchen. When it came to customization, I said I was going to quit doing these, but there's one thing I want to add on here. You can take the lip off, right? So what I would do is I would take the lip off and add maybe an orange electric tape along the lip instead of the edge guard, and then add orange electric tape along the outer edge, and then slap a grip tape on there. Dude, that would look so clean. I like it better with the edge guard on right now and the throat hole, but if I was to use electric tape, I would definitely take it off, because a certain colored electric tape would look a lot cleaner.
What's up, y'all? And this are my thoughts on the Vatic Alchemy 16mm. So first, we're going to talk about the throat of the paddle, which I had no problems with the hole. Through the hours of play testing, I had zero problems ever hitting it, honestly. It really didn't come up at all playing. So that was never really a problem for me. So when it comes to the kitchen line, I had no problems at all there either. The control on it was great. I had great dinks. The flicks were nice with the spin. Overall, I really did enjoy this paddle at the kitchen. Now, when it comes to the power of this, it's definitely not going to blow you away. I would definitely put it more at the Carbon 1X. So after coming from the Pickleball Apes paddle, it is nowhere in the realm of how hard that paddle hits. So it was really not a problem to control at all. So I would definitely recommend this paddle though. It would be my daily paddle if it wasn't for the Pickleball Apes paddle. So overall, I would definitely say this paddle is definitely a signature paddle that you will not see very often.
Yeah, this has been my review. This is a $180 paddle. You get 10% off if you use my code RHopkins10. Overall, if you're wanting a signature paddle, this is definitely the most unique signature paddle out right now. It's new to market. There's no other raw carbon fiber paddles with throat hole right now. This is definitely brand new. So the price of this is going to be a little bit more than their Vatic V7s and their Vatic Pro flashes, which is, understandable. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this over, the new Selkirk with the throat hole and other paddles. But yeah, if you have this paddle, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it. And if you're going to get it, come back and let me know what you think when you get the paddle. But until next time, stay safe. Have a good day. Drink plenty of water. Peace, y'all.